You've seen photos online of digital nomads working from practical locations, like the pool.
Or working from literally anywhere.
Does COVID-19 have you working from home now? You might be a digital nomad and not even know it. In this video, we want to show you what it would look like if you're doing what you're doing right now in a place like Mexico.
Yo, there's no one happier to wear a mask than us. There's also no one that supports testing at border crossings more than us. But hey, heads up, effective January 26, 2021, a negative test is required for entrance back into the United States. Are you wrapping up a full year of being quarantined at home? Blah. Don't re-sign your apartment lease. Why not continue your quarantine on the beach?
I got this weight on my shoulders, slowing me down. Don't know how it came about.
With more and more people working from home, now more than ever, you might have considered becoming a digital nomad. We are here to share everything that we know about it from a lifestyle of 5 years and some tips if you're just getting started. So stick around. This is Playa Zicatela, one of Mexico's biggest surf breaks in Puerto Escondido, Mexico. And just across from the huge surf break is a co-working and co-living digital nomad hotspot. We're gonna show you around. Last week's video completely focused on COVID and travel, so if you're curious about any of that, go check out last week's video. This week we want to focus on working abroad. If you are new to digital nomading, we're going to show you all about what co-working is like abroad. The first place I'm going to show you here is not unique to this area. It is a cafe, a hotel, a co-working space with hot Wi-Fi, and we're going to share all of the prices and all about how strong really is the Wi-Fi here when you are co-working in another country. We're filming here on a Sunday because all week this place has been swamped with people sitting on their laptop and we don't want to stick our camera in people's faces. But a place like this is not unique. This exists all over the world in slightly different ways, but what you're seeing here is the living area and outdoor pool and little cabins that you can live and co-work here with Wi-Fi included. In our experience, any type of Wi-Fi included almost anywhere in the world is, for us, not strong enough to use for if we had a corporate job at home that we were working remote or even just building our own business. Enter co-working. For an additional fee, and we'll get into the rates here, you can pay for upgraded Wi-Fi. And so these places all over have typically had air-conditioned rooms and stronger Wi-Fi signals. We're talking maybe about like 8 down, 2 up on the slow end, to even a place over at Dojo in Bali that we've seen even like 100 down. So fast internet speeds, usable, maybe not like the best for uploading a super long, big gigabyte YouTube video, but typically enough to get your job done. Okay, so what's cool about these places is that you're surrounded by other people doing the same thing, especially in a co-living place like this. It's a really easy place to come if you're single or traveling solo and just want to meet other people, because there's a cafe and a bar, a pool, and these shared living spaces that is really easy to meet other people doing the same thing. Up in the co-working place, of course, it's a quiet space, people are working on their jobs, people aren't really like sitting around chatting so much, but it's interesting to hear what people are working on, and you end up overhearing people's conference calls with their marketing firm back in the States, or speaking in another language, you know, working in a different time zone. So there's really people from all over the world, all doing the same thing, but all doing different things. And then the nature of it, like all of these places are always in a cool spot. So if you're not sure where to go, you could even just start by exploring different co-working around the world. This one here in Puerto Escondido is a little bit more Spanish speaking focused. So there's a lot of digital nomads here from South America and from Mexico that are living and working here. I hear that Indonesia is opening soon, and we love the Dojo Bali in Canggu, that co-working place. The problem with being in Asia on the other side of the world is if you are primarily working with your company or your clients in North America, you're on such a different time zone. So that's why we love Mexico here. We're in the central time zone, and we can easily connect with anyone back at home that we need. And that is what a co-working place looks like. They all kind of look like that, different sizes, different styles, but really all like that. I got 8 down and 2 up the other day. It wasn't enough to upload my 6 gig YouTube video, and I can't imagine anyone needing more internet than uploading 6 gigs, but you know, enough to stream, use Wi-Fi, you're all set with all that. There's all different price points and packages in places like this. You can just buy a day pass to go in there and use the internet. You can pay for a specific seat at a table. You can book private rooms. So it all really depends on what your needs are. And then of course, you know, if you're sleeping here too, co-working is not included.
What in the world are you doing here?
She was working on her dog blog.
She's working on her dog blog?
She promises to pay for something.
Good job.
Welcome to our casa. Our casa costas mucho. You can get it cheaper. And now I'm done swinging. Now we're gonna go inside though, because I'm melting. It is so hot outside. This is so fun because Vinny's carrying the camera. She usually does the tour. I'm doing the Airbnb tour for once. I'm the pretty model. Yes, come inside. This is an Airbnb. This Airbnb is about $100 a night. Now, if you do a lot of traveling and a lot of Airbnb, you can turn off your brain for the next couple minutes because you already know this stuff. If you're new to the game though, this is kind of expensive, especially for Mexico. So $100 a night, if you booked it for 2 weeks, you're looking at $1,400-$1,500. Come on, that's sort of crazy. But what's crazier is with how Airbnb works and the month-long discounts, you could probably get this place for a month for not $3 grand, $1,500. That's right. And if you were down here and you could talk to the owner and cut out Airbnb, because seriously, screw those guys, they're crazy these days, you could probably get a place like this for $1,000 a month, right? It's walking distance to the beach. We got a rooftop terrace, ocean view. We got AC. We got Wi-Fi, kind of. We got 2 toilets. We got minimal geckos. No ants, and they clean your place once in a while. It's pretty good. Come with me and I'll show you the rest of the luxuries. Kitchen. Sometimes we cook a lot, not down here. The food's too good. Shout out Cafecito. Air conditioning. I found a lot of swinging deals down here, but when I clicked the little filter to do this air conditioning in our place, a lot of places disappeared off the map on Airbnb. It's very hot. It's November here. It's uncomfortable to sleep at night without that bad boy in here. And this is just our internet room, right? We don't even sleep in here. You say, Tim, what is an internet room? Well, I'll tell you. When your Wi-Fi is very, very weak, you come into the internet room and you're about 5 feet from the wireless router and you sit here on your laptop and you get just a little stream of internet and bytes flowing to your computer and you use it. You say, wow, I couldn't Zoom meet on this. I can barely upload anything. I could look at Facebook, if you want to look at Facebook. Tim, you must be kidding me. How could it be that bad? It's really the internet room? Well, right out here is the wireless router for this place. And it makes that much of a difference because beyond this room, we really can't get Wi-Fi. Yeah, that's right. We have a bedroom just for interneting. Those YouTubers. We do have a much nicer room over here. You saw the internet bedroom. This is the master. Look at this, a huge bed. Also not something that you find all the time down here. For the first week we were in PE, we were actually sleeping in separate rooms because the bed was so small. Now we have a king size bed and we have enough room for both of us in here. And look at that view. But again, that's something that you can't necessarily count on, having a king size bed. Something that you would think is kind of automatic with a big master bedroom and a nice villa. It's just not always going to be there. This is a very quiet, peaceful villa, right? If you're down here to Digital Nomad, you might be looking for a hotel, like Selena Co-Live, maybe even a hostel. You're gonna meet a lot more people than just secluding yourself away at one of these places. Again, for me and Finny, we really like it. It's nice and quiet at the end of the day after we're done working. Also comes with a kitchen. We usually cook when we're staying someplace. Not down here though, the food's been too awesome. And then finally, just having Pepper really limits where we can stay. So this is one of the best spots we could find that also allows perros.
What about 2 people and a small dirty dog?
Well, we promised the people who own this that there would not be any dogs on the bed, so.
They're not cheese on me.
That's a peluche. It's a stuffed animal, not real. Animatronic, surely. I think that's our Airbnb tour. Is this our 100th Airbnb tour? 100 Airbnb tours.
We only have like 300 videos. There's no way.
Another country, another scooter for Tim. This is our minivan everywhere we are. Down here, this bad boy is going to run you about $15 a day if you go with the weekly rental. Monthly, you can work it out way cheaper. You know, the longer you stay somewhere, the slower you travel, the less things cost on a per day basis. Now, I saw brand X when I was doing a little hunting on the old internets before we even got here. I didn't have to get a scooter. I could have got a sweet Italica like motorcycle with the little surf rack on the side and just really looked awesome. But I jumped too eagerly at one of these when we got into town. Do you guys remember I had an Italica named Torta? Sayulita? Estoy triste. I remember you, Torta.
Wait. Girls have it tougher. So hard to be a girl.
How do we know that's a helmet for girls? Un casca para niñas.
Does it have flowers on it? What's on it? Forgot.
Feminine designs.
It's cute. When we ride together, Peep-Pop sits between us like this. Good. Down. She knows exactly what to do, and it's super safe, and she loves it because the wind's in her face and it's full of adventure. And we have a scooter at home in Florida too, so she's used to riding it. Okay, we are ready. When you're digital nomading, you don't pack clothes for the whole length of time. You know, you don't bring a month, you don't bring your whole closet. You just bring like 10 days worth of clothes and then you do laundry. So that's where we're headed off to right now. This is not unique to Mexico. We've done this in so many different countries and it's really all the same service. They wash your clothes and dry them and fold them. And it's really great and it's really inexpensive. This is the cool surf spot. So there's a bunch of different regions around here if you're looking to stay and become a digital nomad in this area. Down in La Punta is the surfer, backpack, hippie vibe, nightlife, good restaurants, but a noisier scene. Like, I don't think I've seen anybody with shoes on all week, and definitely not shorts or pants. So bathing suits are the only attire here. That's something to think about if you are looking into areas to go and live and work. While it's fun and nice to be in the center of the action for vacation, we've stayed in some spots that's so noisy every single night that it's, you know, hard to get into a routine and get work done. So just think about that when you're booking something as a digital nomad, that you might be, you want to look at it in a different perspective from how you typically search for a vacation. So that's pretty common. You go in, drop off your laundry, they'll weigh it, and this has been like the same in lots of countries. They'll weigh it, they estimate the price for you, and give you the time to pick it up, which is usually within about 24 hours or so. So we'll come back tomorrow with this little receipt, and this was 50 pesos, so like just over $2. Good morning. I'm not saying if you've seen one, you've seen them all, but I will say that a lot of these beach backpacker places all have a lot in common, and one of them is health food shops. It's really easy to eat healthy at these places, so I'll take you around to a little shop here if you're vegan, if you have dietary restrictions, if you love health food, show you around what one of these places look like, and then Tim's gonna take you to a typical Mexican grocery store so that you can see, if you're here for a long period of time, what shopping for groceries looks like. Okay, just like that, I have an acai bowl that I didn't have to wait for at a restaurant, a super spirulina kombucha, and 4 matcha balls. That's my nice little healthy breakfast this morning, and if you're looking for something a little bit more, the restaurants in town are awesome, but Tim's also gonna take you over to the grocery store now.
If you're gonna go be a digital nomad in Mexico, eventually you're gonna need to go to the store. You're gonna need stuff. You're gonna need food, just other stuff you run out of, that kind of thing, right? So that can be kind of a scary process because there's a lot of little tiendas everywhere. Maybe you don't speak Spanish so well. It can get kind of nerve-wracking. You go to checkout places, they start asking about bolsas, tarjeta, efectivo. It's easy to get flustered, and it's easy to put off those store trips. Luckily, in Puerto Escondido, they have, and I'm gonna mispronounce this, Cheddary, this word down here. It is the equivalent of a little super Walmart back home. They're gonna have everything. They're gonna have food, they're gonna have pharmacy stuff. Hey, maybe you broke your computer mouse and you need a new one of those. All those little things that you'd have to go to a bunch of little different shops for normally, you can find all right here. And in fact, this is probably my favorite store in Mexico because it's the one place that you can go buy a 6-pack of beer and pick up a motorcycle. Hi, torta.
No sé qué tú ves en mí, mi amor. Ya no dejes de mirarme, que ya me gusta quién soy. Contigo me siento en control. Eres el balance en este mundo, poco humor. Se volvió ese chico que habló en mis canciones. Esas madrugadas y hermosas conversaciones. Se volvió ese chico que quería ver otra.
This is not Gatorade, by the way.
She needs electrolytes.
Perfecto.
Perfecto, gracias.
Para servirte.
¿Tienen tajín?
¿Sí? ¿Quieres un poquito?
Sí.
Seguido. ¿Quieres ponerle a tu gusto?
Ok.
Perfecto. Lo que tú comas.
Mucho.
Ya, va, perfecto.
Gracias.
Va, perfecto.
You can ask to have your cocoa opened for the carne. So if you just say meat, carne, they'll know what you're talking about. And squeezing lime and spicy tahini on there. ¿Está bien?
Looks like you're eating fish.
Yeah, not fish.
Escondite. Is it true they call this cocoa ceviche?
No, but, or maybe. That's a great name, Tim.
Dip a chip. Look at this. Look at it. In case you're on the go and you want to have ceviche real quick, you just slam the cup.
Yeah, you need to go do the spin.
This is.
Show us a travel
it's just
vlog.
like, this is amazing. Oh yeah, the people are amazing here. It's amazing.
Spin your dress.
I don't have a red flowy dress for the beach. I will next time. We try to be a little.
Wait, can I turn
Also,
the camera
you can't
around?
complain on the internet, right? You can't say like,
Hola.
Everybody has to turn like that, like with the
Yes.
choreography of the amazing.
We'll all do like a beach shot down there. It's Saturday night. There's not a lot of social distancing going on. Maybe that's important to you, maybe it's not. We just like to show the reality of travel on this channel. You can see that the beach is really crowded right now. We have been here a week already, so we have seen that it fills up on the weekend. It's pretty quiet during the week, but we'll show you a little bit more tomorrow because we were recognized on the beach, which has literally only happened like twice. So this is fun, and we're making new friends, and we're talking about travel. And this group that we're hanging out with is a French diplomat who's living in Mexico City, a guy from Spain, a Puerto Rican from New York, and a girl from Switzerland. So, you know, we've got the gang's all here, so we're having a great night. want a cup?
En vaso, porfa.
Todo, ¿verdad?
Sí.
¿Y cómo se llaman los dos? ¿Los dos son elotes o en vaso solo es elotes?
Esquite y elote.
Ah, ok.
Sí.
Wait, so it's not a little
Esquite. Oh, con queso. That looks so good. Qué bonito.
30 pesos. Gracias. Provecho.
I'm not gonna lie, I was really hoping for a churreria tonight.
Yeah.
But any port and storm. I mean, it's corn and mayo and butter and cheese. It's
So good. Yeah.